Entitled Woman Tries to Set Me on Fire. I understand that the title might seem exaggerated, and given the circumstances it probably wasn't a serious threat, but at the first moment I definitely took it that way. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. Last weekend I was at a festival which carries quite a bit of relevance in the area. What's special about this festival is that it uses what some locals call the Nazi festival area, given that it was used for the NSDAP rallies from 1933 to 1938 and was going to be used for much longer if it wasn't for the war. There are reminders of Germany's darkest past like every 5 meters. Nowadays it serves as a memorial museum and occasionally as a venue for big events, like said festival. Anyways, keep in mind the special history of that place. So, I was generally having a good time as there was no shortage of alcohol and people were actually giving me lots of attention because I was wearing a unicorn costume, you know, just to stand out a little. To be honest, it was hot AF and rather impractical, but people generally found it funny, and especially the security personnel always smiled when they saw me, and that made it worth it. As the day went on, I saw a guy with a jacket that had a very cool patch, and I thought to myself, I can't sew a patch on in that short time until the next act. But I do have a sticker with the message, so I'll just stick that on for now. The message on the sticker in question, FCKNZS. Given that I paid attention in history class, one can tell you with 100% certainty that fuck Nazis is not a controversial statement to make. It is the only position to support. If you disagree with me about this, go back to whatever cave you came from and fuck yourself. So generally I had a great time. Billy Talent was playing, Green Day was next, and people now seem to enjoy my outfit even more. That's when I felt a little exhausted and stepped out of the mosh pit to take a breath. While facing the stage, I felt someone touching the horn of my unicorn costume and doing jerk-off motions. I looked around, and because this wasn't the first time, I said, well, that's it. I just came. The man and the woman, both in their early to mid-20s, laughed, but the laugh died down when they saw my sticker, which was placed on my chest, BTW. The woman tried to take it off and I said no. This needs to stay. I am an anti-fascist unicorn. She still tried to pull it off and I asked, being very optimistic, do you need one? I got some more. She said, yeah, give me all of them. I thought something was wrong and only gave her one. She tried to light it on fire, which didn't work, to which I said, it is common knowledge that Nazis want to burn shit, so we're prepared. That won't work. She then held the lighter towards my costume and said, doesn't matter, you're gonna burn anyways. At that moment I was a little nervous. On the one hand, I thought she wouldn't do that, right? I mean, an incident like that would likely mean the festival would be cancelled, right? Also, there's plenty of people around to witness, help me, and security was only 5 meters or so away to detain her should things escalate. On the other hand, I thought this woman, actually I had some other choice words in my mind for her, but I can't remember all of them, came to former Nazi party rally grounds and tried to set a FCKNZS sticker on fire. It takes a different kind of ignorance, stupidity, and lack of social awareness to try that. Who know what she'd do? Long story longer. I was too stunned to say anything smart, so I just slapped the lighter away and mumbled something like read the fucking room and go back to 5th grade history, but I doubt she heard it. The festival in general was insane, but this little incident on the first day threw a shadow over the other days for me too. That is until the last day about 50 to 60k people did a middle finger wave dedicated to the German far-right party and chanted that the inner city country hates them. That restored my faith in humanity a little.